Hello, hello.
What's up, Eli?
What is up,
Hey
Euler? What's
guys.
up, Ember? Hi.
Hey, Euler.
Welcome to the
Wow.
stream. Welcome to a very special edition of Players Gonna Play, where we have Smoke or Ember from Smoke, basically co-hosting with me. We could call it a takeover if you want.
Smoke takeover. Let's
Smoke
go.
takeover, as close as we can get to one in this place. So we're doing Zeeverse today, episode 1 of the Smoke Arbitrum creator, or I guess creator competition, not
Yes,
campaign,
sir.
but it's a competition between lots of creators. Would you say in the thousands at this point?
We're still scaling up, but yeah, our goal is to
Close.
have like 1,500 creators get featured
Nice.
over the 5 games. So yeah, right now Zeeverse is game 1 featured for all of the creators. We're partnered with 25 different creator communities in Web3, and as well as our own creator program. And so everybody is making content about various Arbitrum games. First, starting with Zeeverse, which is absolutely beautiful, by the way. Look at this. And then we'll be competing for rewards from each game with $100,000 reward pool in total, and then as well as the top 10 creators earning Arbitrum Creator Crest SBTs, where they'll get like extra bonuses as well, and as well as just bragging rights as the best creators in the ecosystem. So yeah, we've got Euler here from Zeeverse. What's up, man? How's it going?
What's up, Euler?
Pretty busy, but
Yeah.
as you see, the game itself is pretty busy lately. So
Yeah, look how many
we've
players
been
are in here,
kind of
hustling away. I think last week I was streaming this, and there was a lot of people on as well, and we kind of had this analogous feeling to RuneScape in a bit, is what we were
it.
getting with all these crafting
Okay,
and
you get the right idea. It's
yeah.
honestly, it has played really significant role in inspiration and inception. So that has been one of my um, childhood games. But the thing about RuneScape is you just never quit it. You just stop playing it for a while, maybe for 5 years, maybe for 10 years. It just once you start, you never end. So that's I guess why you get why.
I played World of Warcraft for many years and still do. And it's the same case scenario. You never quit World of Warcraft either.
I'm still playing World of Warcraft, but classic only.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Euler,
Um,
what's your position at Zeeverse?
I'm a founder.
Awesome.
he is founder. So I have a question on that. Maybe many people don't know. What was like the moment where it's like, let's make Zeeverse? Like, was there like
Okay.
a night like playing board games and you're like, oh, Zeeverse?
No, not really. It's actually really. I wouldn't say a long story, but the story started a long time ago. So I think that was probably 2015, 2016, when we had this idea about creating a universe a bit inspired from Pokemon, but essentially we came up with the art direction and the style. But we never ended up figuring out the game to build from like this inspiration from the art. So all of the designs what we had we just shelved for a few years because at that time it felt that we don't really want to waste a good concept as this by basically forcing something, and we put it aside. We built few other games in the past, and then we started to look into Web3 gaming in general. And we just took them out of the shelf and we looked on them, and that thing looked even better than it was like all these years ago. So we thought, okay, this is super important, because when you build something, you want it to last, and the only way to test it is kind of revisit it a few years later. and like unintentionally it passed the test. So we thought, okay, this is going to be something fresh. So let's use this. Let's use Web3 fundamentals to build a game which is just like a perfect. And yeah, so that's pretty much how we started. That's where the inspiration came from. Obviously, there are like many different things which aligned at that point, but we, with our team, we've been building games for, I would say, like 12 years now, and we always wanted to have like this forever project. And at that point, I think that was like in 2021, 2020, we felt that we are matured enough to kind of start it. Because I guess like we could spend like all night talking about different aspects of the decision, but I think the interesting part is that the story and the concept started long time ago, but the game itself was very intentional decision.
I love it, man. So I'm curious as well. So you said, you and your team have over 12 years building games. Like, what would you say, over those course of those 12 years was the biggest kind of lesson that you are bringing into your forever game?
I guess that like we have like few of these hard lessons we learned along the way. And one of the things which goes into whatever we do and build is that it has to fundamentally make sense. Because when we really started, like in our early days when we started to build the game, we always had like these crazy ideas. Oh, let's do this. This could be something fun. And oh, this is not working. Probably we should make it cooler or something like that. And at some point, you just think about it and you realize that like a shitty design cannot be patched by cool features. So, and by shitty design, I mean like flawed, like fundamentals of the systems and of the game.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't work.
Yeah, and that actually was our take on the Web3, because like on the Web3 component, because I've seen so many games which generally just have some sort of a game and then they just like smash it with some NFTs and we are a blockchain game. When we started Zeeverse, like we took that lesson super serious and we pretty much broke down all of like these fundamental ideas of like what blockchain is about, like what it is really about, right? And then what a game is about, what we try to build. And at this like level, we connected these kind of key cornerstones, key things, to the point where game cannot exist without the chain, and chain component cannot exist without the game. So once we figured that out, we started pretty much build in that direction. But that's definitely one of the things. One thing I've learned was, but that actually comes not just from game development, but from playing the games, is the best games are the ones which you play in your head, not on your screen. So essentially, like you played World of Warcraft. You probably spent 4 hours playing World of Warcraft, but then you end up thinking about the game, thinking what you're making the plan, what you're going to grind for next, pretty much most of your day. And that's also a pretty good definition of metagame. So
yeah, for sure. And I feel like Web3 games bring this side of like MMORPGs into other game genres as well, where it's very fun to min-max, and it's like you said, the metagame of figuring out the absolute best way to push the limits of performance or whatever in an MMO. Now it can be done in other games, even to a greater extent, based on there's just a new way to do it based on kind of the financialized side of it as well, because there's more of an impact. You know, I was talking about that this morning. I think it's a really exciting and compelling part of Web3 games.
Oh yeah, totally. Because I think the games are about like emotions, like what we care and what we like always are hungry for is getting like some excitement, getting some emotion, and adding like this like like the part of like blockchain, which is the financial aspect. It just enables us to elevate all these feelings. It's kind of like, you know, you are hunting for a drop in World of Warcraft. You're like grinding like 7 days straight. You finally get it. You're super happy. You know, like that stuff ended up costing like 7 days of your life, but having like a price tag on the certain things, pretty much everything being liquid, adds another layer of meaning to the whole thing. And that can be, oh my god, I just got like 10k just because I was persistent and got lucky. So that, I think the blockchain component just allows to like supercharge all these like things what makes games fun. So that's what we should focus on.
It's funny. I had a appointment with a doctor recently. He was getting, just a regular blood test, and he started chatting about my job, and I talked about gaming. Then he's like, what company would I know it? And then I obviously, like, I usually don't say like blockchain gaming, because the average person is like, what are you even saying? Like, what is that language?
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I explained it to him in like the most technical, like technology based side, as he's a gamer, so he at least understood some of the terms, and he really liked. I stripped it down, just like, users can trade and interact with each other outside of the game, or bridge their game to the real world with each other, and just do things. Like, I just basically asked him, what games do you play? What do you wish you could do in that game that you can't with this stuff in your game? He plays like a sandbox game. I was like, okay, all the resources, your wood, your stones, your like axes, if you make a cool house in the game, like, don't you wish you could just like trade that house to your friend, or even sell it to them or someone? And he's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. And I was like, there you go. That's all. That's the simplest form you need to like blockchain gaming.
100%.
And then you can go down a rabbit hole from there. But that's like, I think that was the first kind of belief of it, was that side of things.
Yeah, totally. So often the communication in the space gets way too technical. It's like, break it down, like you were saying, to the fundamentals, and what is the actual user experience is the best way to communicate it.
Yeah, 100%. And if the goal is, which I hope, is to, bridge that ethos of bringing the traditional gamers into the new evolution of what games can be, avoiding using like Web3, Web2 terms here, because you can avoid doing that if you're talking to traditional gamers, and it goes a long way to just bring it down to their level of speaking and what they understand gaming to be, which is the same thing. These are just games. Like, look what I'm playing. Like, this is just a game. That's it. It's people developed it using an engine and game design theory and all these things, and a lot of hard work, and you have a game. So we need to work pretty hard on bringing that language barrier, I think.
Yeah, totally. I think in ideal world, it like doesn't really matter. Like, you don't usually think of like that game is using that certain protocol for internet connection, or like it uses Unity or Unreal 3D, Unreal Engine. So you don't really care about these things. But I remember like early on, when the games were like in super early days, it was like, oh, this game is 3D. Everybody's, oh my god, it's 3D.
Yeah.
Like, I want, like, that was like the selling point, and that was like early days, so people didn't realize the games could be 3D. So that was like a big thing, and I think we're moving in that direction, where like blockchain becomes pretty much like a woven into fabric of the whole thing. So it's so seamless. So so it makes so much sense that you just don't care about it. at all, and you use the game because I mean, like our end game obviously is to scale into Web2 audiences, and that's one of the reasons we're being like so focused on game loops, so focused on like graphics, and so we can pretty much compete with every Web2 title out there. But what we realized was that people don't do things because they know how to do them or they know what it is. They always are motivated by question why. And I think when we have to answer the question how we are going to onboard like the next million users into Web3, it's going to happen through like really natural and organic incentives where users will understand why they need to go through all of this like trouble of figuring out what is the wallet, like eventually funding your wallet, like all the complex stuff for people who have never like had any exposure. And I think the games are perfect medium to that, where we can naturally build these incentives, naturally build like the funnel to the point where they see, oh shit, if I'm going to spend like 15 minutes of my time to figure out how to set up the wallet or do something, I will be able to withdraw like $50. And that's it. The moment you have like a $50 on the line, suddenly you're motivated to learn. I think these are like some of the concepts, how to like, I guess, bring people into this new realm. So yeah, it's kind of like
I
you want
love
to play
it.
the game, you need to know how to use browser. So I guess that's the thing.
On that note, you said like it's often about the why, and so I'd ask you like, why play Zeeverse, and why is Zeeverse unique in the Web3 space and in gaming in general?
Oh, okay. Good and hard question. So I
Yeah,
think this is one of the rare games which really makes sense when it comes to having a blockchain like built into the fabric of game itself. And like if you think of like World of Warcraft or RuneScape, all of these games pretty much relied on having real player-driven economies. It's not just like some tradable skins or some stuff you can trade around. It's like a crucial part of the game. Without that, game is just it just doesn't exist. And this is one of the key things. What we are building here is fully player-driven economy. And like you see, if you close this window, you see like the players are pretty much fishing, and they're pretty much like farming fish. Then they're going to cook that fish. Now they have like a bunch of things what they can do with it. There are some player groups which are like grinding dungeons, so they need food, and they can trade. So without that food, they won't be able to complete these dungeons. Then you have like some high level stuff what can be farmed by players who have spent a lot of time here, and so it's kind of like in real life. You have many different player groups which each rely on each other and pretty much empower each other. So that's one thing, definitely, obviously. Another thing is interesting. I guess it's kind of like a hobby for people what we want to create. It's like, why do you want to play golf, or where do you want to go, and I don't know, in hiking trips. It's just you want to spend time online, you want to socialize, and you want to be part of the community. So what we try to do here is just, like I said, make a perfect game, and we invite the players to be part of this. later, when we really go deep into why people keep playing, it taps into like retention loops and how retention loops work. So I probably won't go there, but there are some things what we've learned from mobile gaming space as well. Like everybody's using, we have so good retention because game is so fun. No, you have good retention because the game is super addicting. So that's what you want to create. You want to create like addictive experiences, and people want to be addicted to something. So
Whoa, what's going on here?
These are the
little
guys who
party.
are cooking fish.
Oh,
By the
nice.
way, right now we have like some in-game activities where like people are really pushing the limits. And last I checked, I think we are doing around 400,000 or 300 point something K of on-chain transactions on Arbitrum. So that's roughly like 15% of all Arbitrum activity.
A day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Daily. That's like 15% of all Arbitrum daily activity
Goodness.
on chain.
No big deal.
No big deal. People are
Yeah, but actually, it is no big deal because the current like daily active user base is still really really low. We are what you actually see here is more like a laboratory where everything is like super close, really really packed, and we're like testing these systems with our upcoming TG next year and land sale in like a bit more than 1 week. We are pretty much expanding Zeeverse into like 50 times bigger map. So this is Zeeverse Alpha. Zeeverse Beta is this huge open world with like a bunch of different systems which are not here yet, and also player lands. Player lands is another like discussion as well, but we have, like I said, forever game. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take a second to shill your land sale. Like you said, it's coming up in a week. They look great. I think it's going to be a really exciting kind of part to what you're doing here, and I can't wait to see the map expand. And from what my discussions with TZ on our space a couple weeks ago, like sounds like a really fun mechanic to the game. Yeah, I'm stoked to see kind of how that plays out. And will the beta be coming like with the land sale or soon after?
Soon after, so we are aiming for some Q1. Q1 should be. Actually, the lands themselves will, like I said in beginning, we have to build the things which make sense, and the lands is, think of lands as like a layer 2 for the Zeeverse, and Zeeverse itself won't be able to work without the lands. Otherwise, why do we need lands in the first place? So lands will feature, to put it in a simple way, so the lands are like DLC access, which isn't released yet. Because we can't build all open world map, but at the same time, we have like a fully player-driven economy. We need to give access to people from the regions, from the like DLCs, which are not released yet, and that gives like some level of monopoly to the landholders over like the game. That's one pretty interesting thing. But generally, like land is like your private server. You set the rules. You like set the taxes. And one pretty dope thing what we have ongoing here is that eventually players will be able to choose the chain they want to run the land on. So by default, like there will be like a default option, but what we want to do here is we want to create like full like cross-chain system where we don't force anything. It's kind of like, yo guys, if you want, you can deploy your land, like all the systems on that chain, and just bring users, communities from those ecosystems to the Zeeverse. So it's kind of like land is like a private node of the Zeeverse.
Yeah, nice. So bring some of the users and liquidity from other chains onto Arbitrum, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We need like all the running users, so just few lands, and they have some trouble. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, I love it, man. That's really fun. That's compelling, and yeah, I think like it makes a lot of sense having it be a key component to the like resource and crafting type mechanisms within the game. That I think that's like a click moment, you know. I don't know if you ever heard of WildStar back in the day. It was like some World of Warcraft. Yeah. Eli knows. It was like World of Warcraft devs that left Blizzard and started their own MMO. And I gotta say, it's like
I was sad that didn't take off the way it could have.
Dude, same. It was the most promising potential WoW killer.
There was a lot of WoW killers back in the day, but yeah, this one was close.
Yeah, that had the most potential, but they had a very similar system. It was like everybody had their own land plot. You could customize how you want, and it played a pretty crucial role in the crafting and the resource kind of like economy of the game. And so, yeah, like we haven't even really seen that in Web3. It's like most of the lands, a lot of customized spaces and things, but to see it kind of integrated more into the actual game loop is exciting for sure.
Yep.
Cool. I think it'd be a good time. I think it's pretty unique to have the founder of a game here while you're playing. Maybe Euler, maybe you could kind of just like give us the brief rundown on the game loop, and we can kind of see it as you're talking through it. I don't know if that sounds like a fun thing to do.
Oh yeah, totally. Let's do it.
Here, straight from the horse's mouth.
The server's packed right now, so I keep getting disconnected.
Yeah, it's been
since we go live stream too. People that want to be on here. All right. I'd like to know, how do I get a fishing rod?
How do you get a fishing rod?
You go to OpenSea and you buy one, or you have like some in-game token and you can crack open some. You should actually. I think we sent you.
I have my.
Okay, let's go to the stash.
Like
so you have to go to the stash.
Okay.
Stash is.
I remember that is.
Okay, yeah. So that's something what we recently updated. So instead of having like unlimited inventory, you don't have it actually. You have the V token. That's only enough for one loot box. So let's try it.
I have. I think I got a loot box. I just don't know where I grab it.
You probably opened it already.
Challenging.
No, I didn't open it. I minted one. I did.
Okay. Okay. So what do we do? I can send you one.
Will it just go right to the game, or do I have to deposit it?
You have to send me the wallet address for your. Have you actually logged in? You need to use.
I should be. Yeah,
the
signed
wallet.
in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm using the wrong wallet. That's why I thought I disconnected it.
Oh, okay.
I'll correct it.
I think some guys are starting to follow you inside the game. So.
Yeah, I saw them trying to challenge me. I'm like, don't challenge me. I'm nothing compared to what you guys are doing. They got like level 50s, 60s.
He's trying to get featured on the ARB stream.
I took that.
Yeah, we have like a few really dedicated guys. So
check the chat, the StreamYard, Euler.
Okay.
I sent you one.
Euler, do you have big guild activity in the game? Like, do you know that?
Yeah, we do have like some like Discord clans. Let's put it that way. But then we have like a lot of groups, TG groups, and line groups, which we know that they exist, but we don't really have access to them. We just kind of have heard. So yeah, players are pretty tribal here,
Yeah, for sure.
and tribes is somewhat like a part of what's it called? Yeah, and tribes are like actually a big part of the narrative what we use to do storytelling. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, we want to make basically them inside of groups and then present them activities which
Is there an
yeah,
in-game
allows
mechanic
them.
for that, like guilds?
There is a way to join like a guild. You can create a guild. If you have a land, you can create a guild.
Oh, nice.
This is Party Island. So
Yeah.
this
Last
is
week when we streamed it, we were here for a big party.
yeah. So this is where we are doing airdrops in live. So the stuff is falling from there. You catch it, bomb, it's instantly in your wallet.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's fun.
yeah.
Slash dance.
So I guess we can go just over the Zeeverse. I'll explain maybe a few details and a few interesting things.
Yeah, I'll go back.
We open in loot boxes?
Yeah, I did mint one on this account, but I don't know how to get it inside the game. Pretty sure I...
You guys in the chat are even writing. Okay.
Pod or market. Oh yeah, they're talking to me. I did a corn. It was a corn pod or something.
Yeah, you probably didn't get it because it's not guaranteed.
But I don't think I don't think it opened. There was no like moment where I opened it. Like, is it supposed to open right away?
You basically have animation, so it's hard.
Okay.
Let
me double check.
Okay, I guess we can just like most of the players are doing all these activities, so we can just go around. I'll maybe walk you through a bit. So, like you've seen, a bunch of players are doing fishing
here
now.
So yeah, you can see
that's
the ones they're catching.
Yep, all of that is happening on chain.
Every
So
fish they catch, every breath they take,
every fish, everything, like all the economy, every resource is on chain.
Wow.
And that has been like a pretty big challenge. So we moved there gradually. We kind of laid down the foundation in off-chain way, and then we just once we felt it's right, we moved it on chain. So and that's kind of interconnected. So currently we have like 4 different skills. Each skill produce or craft different resource. We have fishing, we have cooking, we have herbalism, we have farming. So each presents its own like unique content and their own like respective core loops, game loops. And then we have like a taming, which generally is like a character level type of thing. What's pretty okay? It's authenticating. Okay, few things. What we ended up. Okay, yeah, a few things what we ended up like bringing, which I think is super cool. I hope we can manage to get there. Is game exchange. So I'm like a really into building like these economic systems, and this one just felt so natural for the game. So what we ended up doing is we built a DEX inside the game for NFTs. So every item, like you see, every fish, every like potion they craft, every herb they farm, all of them have a liquidity, and you can trade directly from the game inside these liquidity pools.
Wow.
And also you can provide liquidity as well. So some of these pools actually end up giving you like 150% API based on the volume. But yeah, you can go. Don't do that. You probably won't be minting one right now. But you see like these how to put it, like a market thing.
It's our friends at Bitmates. He's up here.
Yep.
That's cool. Cross IP.
Yeah, like this one, like the red market, red and white.
The red tent. Yeah.
Red tent.
The horse
You
doesn't
spank
like
the
me.
horse.
Yeah, you have
Loot
to.
pods. V tokens.
Yeah, if you log in, you will be able to access all these liquidity pools. So you can see the charts. You can basically do whatever you would do normally on Uniswap. Just here, you can pair all the NFTs with the V token. So that's, I think, abstracting the blockchain technology from the front and giving like users. Imagine like some Web2 guys, players will come in, they start playing the game, they go to the marketplace. At some point, they make their first trade and they haven't even realized that they used a decentralized exchange for the first time in their life. So
Yeah.
you can like open up any of them and you can see like all the charts. So it's kind of like you can basically do degen trading if you want directly from the game.
Let's open a loot box.
Yeah, I think you can.
I'll lose all my V, and then I can't level up my Z's. Then I can't level them up. I'll stay.
Just go for it. I'll send you.
I'm joking. Loot box purchase. All right, where is it?
It's in your stash. So.
Oh right, I always confuse stash with my bag. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
Now you have all of this stuff.
You got a fishing line? Let's go.
And you also need the fishing bait to go fishing, by the way.
But let's open this.
But right click. Oh, okay.
Just transfer first.
It has to be in your wallet.
That's okay.
It's not ready.
Always you can.
Oh, here we go. Move. Oh, it's not ready.
Okay.
It's not ready.
Get the bait.
I think it's some sync issue. We lately have few of them. It's pretty awkward that this is happening on the stream.
It's okay. So we wouldn't transfer.
This is why it's an alpha.
Oh yeah. That's I remember when Fortnite was having around 100 mil players. They were still in alpha. So.
Yeah. Wow.
But soon we plan to enter the beta. So we are pretty much shipping updates every 2 weeks, and we kind of move fast. We break things, but I think this is some weird issue.
I think I'm getting in. We're okay.
While he's figuring this out, can you simplify the game loop for me? So it's like fight, like you get a little monster, you fight it, you get craft resources, level it up. Like, can you do that kind of?
Yeah. So you have like a Z's. Think of them as like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
You use them to battle in turn-based strategic battles.
Yeah.
There is like different game modes. So you can go and just clear simple dungeons. You can go into weekly raids and challenge the bosses. There is like a PvP aspect. We have tournaments, so you can go into arena with other players. As you are playing, you are earning experience points. When you hit experience cap, you can use the V token to level up your Z, which makes him stronger, so you can beat stronger enemies. Additionally, your character, your shaman, has a bunch of different things what he can use as equipment, like a gear. So you can combine all these different equipment pieces to alert aspects of your team and make it more like specialized or stronger. Essentially, having good gear makes you significantly better in a game. Yeah. And then you have all these different skills, which for most part support you with consumables. So when you go in a battle, you need some potions to boost up your Z's. When you go in a battle, you need like some food to heal them. Later on, when we introduce additional skills such as shamanism, it allows your shaman to use like some voodoo magic and help your monsters. So it's kind of like a blending most exciting components from MMORPGs, together with turn-based RPG. So I guess one way to think of this is also, have you played Heroes of Might and Magic?
I have not.
Okay, that's a legendary game, and then they fucked it up. But yeah, so it's kind of like giving you best of both both worlds. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a way to put it in a nutshell. But I think the game starts when you really try to figure out what you want to do, because it doesn't force you to do one particular thing. You can be really, really good at just one thing, but then you have to rely on other players who will provide like the missing resources for you. So with the Zeeverse beta coming out, we will be also introducing the quest lines. So you will be going into adventures, because what's the reason for having like a really big world if there is like no adventures in it? So with that expansion, we will be adding like a quest lines, and players will be going into these journeys and try to figure out how to solve all the Zeeverse issues with like different like villagers and spirits and so on. So it's very MMO-ish.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it makes total sense. And it seems like there's even just a full-on side game loop with the financial side of things, between, gathering resources and providing liquidity, farming APY, this type of thing, which is really cool to have that kind of integrated seamlessly in a way that's kind of abstracts away the blockchain.
Oh, yeah, like there are like you can play game without like actually playing a game, by doing like some arbitrage, by trading. So it's kind of has everything for almost every like player group. So it's up to you to decide what you want to be. So you want to be like the fighter or trader, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool.
I had like a few more examples, but I'll probably won't say that on stream.
Yeah.
So like, in all these MMOs, there is always these different groups of there's like a scammer clans who are trying to trick players into something. So
Yeah.
we want to create like a Wild West. We just create a universe, and we eventually give up all the control of it, so it becomes like fully driven by the players.
Cool. I love it, man. I love it. I think on that note, it'd be cool, especially while we have the founder here too. So we've got this creator competition going on. Did you get? Oh, we got it working.
I got it working.
All right, let's do this first.
The transfer just took longer. I did a speed up, and it worked instantly.
There you go.
Looked like you've earned your first loot pod.
Ooh.
Now click on it to release the goods. May take a couple of tries. Where'd it go?
You have to click on it. You have it.
It's in your hand.
In the game. I see it.
Yeah.
One more.
Okay.
Nice.
Go 3 different items.
You did it. We will show up in your inventory shortly. Right, because it's all on chain, so it has to like go through.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All your items are digital collectibles. Nice language here. Nice language. So you can also find them in your wallet.
No NFTs in this game.
Yeah.
Just digital collectibles.
Maybe change the word wallet to stash. Then you got it fully. Then you got full crossover.
There
right, here we go.
So what'd you get? Vials, empty vials.
Yeah, you got like.
So
this is for a herbalism.
Yep.
But you can open up if you tap on or click on your like a profile player icon on the left top corner. You can equip these pieces.
Oh, you got a cool mask. Nice. And what's that other one?
That looks like one of what's the name of that Z? That looks like right? It's supposed to be one of their faces.
Kind of like
Oh,
But
nice.
this is like
You got some gear, dude. I love it.
Look at my chin.
He looks good. That's a
he's
strong
a
jawline,
total
though.
Chad.
Total Chad. Nice.
Do I have to
This is
attach
always
the bait, or can I just fish right away?
Yeah, you can go just. No. You need to find like
Cool.
see these guys. They see like the circle. So.
Oh, yep.
We've moved skills on chain. From now on, you'll need to be linked with Judge to fix. Continue. Fishing. Here we go. Missing
Let's
bait.
go.
Hey.
Oh, you're missing bait.
Okay, this is also not in your like game wallet because
It's transferred. It's there.
really
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this is live bug solution fixing.
Okay. Because if it's not in your like a game wallet, but your Ledger or whatever like MetaMask wallet, which is connected to the account, we just can't use it to stop without your permission.
Is Backpack different than Stash?
Yes.
Yeah. So Backpack has only 20 slots, while Stash has unlimited space. So Stash essentially is your wallet. Backpack is what we allow you to use inside the game at that given time. Okay, no, it actually shows
Somebody
it
asked,
is.
do we have to sign up using email address? No, I don't think so. I think I saw quite a few sign up options. I think I saw like
Maybe
Discord, other ones.
I guess our QA will have additional issues to look into. But yeah, so
That was fun. I love the loot box animation where he like bangs it on the ground.
Yeah, you guys did that when we did a live stream last spring. I remember I did something where I had to bash it open. It wasn't the egg, was it? Was it something else?
I think it was also a loot bot. The thing about them is if you manage to get some really rare drop, it kind of indicates. So if it's like the common one, you smash it, it opens. But if it's like a rare, epic, or legendary, then it requires you to smash additional times. So you always know that there is something good or something really, really good. And as you like go, then it's a nice thing what we have, what we really like. So yeah, we want to make everything part of the world. So
Sweet. Okay, that was fun. Yeah, let's wrap this up with a little bit of content. So
I was gonna ask for the content. You said you had a bunch lined up.
Yeah, well, I wanted to kind of keep it succinct. I've picked like 2 favorites. You know, we don't have a ton of video content just yet because everybody's focused on the land sale, which makes sense. So there's a lot of thread writing going on. There's a lot of like infographic stuff people are doing. I mean, man, people are going super deep and like really dissecting the mechanics of the game, which is really fun to see. But I did find 2 videos that were great that for different reasons that I figured we could pull up and watch at least a little bit together. Yeah.
So when you have your screen shared, I can pull it on stage.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, I see the beacon one here. I love that you guys did that with different games. Well animated.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah,
I saw people cooking their fish too. We showed this last week too, which is good.
Okay, cool. So this first guy, window, boom.
If you want audio, yeah, tab.
I'm sharing, yeah. Cool. Yeah. So this first guy, NSA, he I just wanted to highlight his content really quick because He's one of the ones that just went super deep, and then he got on here, and I love to see creators, especially in Web3, coming on with with their face and like on video and making content in that way. I think it's missing a lot in our space. But he did a super in-depth guide on the in-game missions, and is also like giving out 10K V tokens to grab for somebody to grab a corn loot pod. I just thought this was a really cool piece of content. We're not gonna watch this whole thing together. It's like 7 minutes long. I just wanted to shout him out though, and say a lot of work into this. So yeah, this was really cool to see.
He's got a great background remover on his camera. I'm gonna have to ask him what is he using? Is he using an AI one? I know that people are doing that now. Where it can
he
like
also
really clean up.
he might also be using an actual green screen.
That's probably it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I need to get a green blanket and just like wrap it around me, and then
it's just be a floating head.
Yeah.
That'd actually be awesome, dude. I've never seen anyone do that.
Yeah, or just put like a green paint here, and then put my name, just like
yeah. There you go.
Something silly.
Yeah, so definitely just like shout out this piece of content. This is awesome. This is man, I actually haven't seen this boss fight. This is cool.
It's one of the earlier ones, isn't it? Am I correct? I think I did this one back in the day.
Oh yeah. This is like,
but
I think the
first. He looks like he's a final boss.
Tutorial boss.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Love it. Yeah, he's like opening loot pods on here. Let's see if he gets some fishing in. It's pretty in depth. So yeah, shout out to NSA. That was really cool. This next one I wanted to show is actually just hysterical. Very just creative and goofy. And he highlights the Telegram game, but he's like, why do I get worse at playing games as I get older? Maybe it's time for me to just be a chill guy. This time I tried my hand at Zeeverse. What are you playing right now? And he's got this. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, you can't hear it? Oh, okay.
You have to do a tab. If you share a tab, you can share the audio.
Okay.
Oh, he's playing. We had that game, the Telegram game, on we did a side event in Tokyo, and we had people playing it at an NFT gallery. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I was holding the highest score for a while, and then people showed up and I let them beat me.
Nice.
It's hard. It's really hard.
My co-founder right here, Samuel, I think he's still second on the leaderboards with
overall.
I think 90. Oh, it was just one day leaderboard. Never mind. We got.
There's a big difference. 1 day leaderboard, all-time leaderboard. I ate healthy for 1 day, but my whole life,
Yeah. He got 96 though, dude. I was like, what? I can only get like 13.
Anyways, I think there was a guy who broke his phone just because this game puts you at the edge.
Physically?
Yeah, because it's like,
oh no,
you hate it, and because of that, you want to play it more.
Well,
so
I have a guild in World of Warcraft called Therapy, so maybe he needs to join my guild.
What server are you on, bro?
I'll talk to you after.
Oh wait, look, he just threw his phone. That's so funny. That's so funny. He's like, in the beginning, he's like, life without games is so boring. And then he grabs Zeeverse. So yeah, this one was
reshare, represent, but through the tab instead of the window, because I want to hear it through.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's see.
Here, I'll remove it. But thanks a lot for joining, Euler. I know you have to hop soon. We'll stick around here a minute and share that content because I want it on the stream. It's funny. What are you up to the rest of the day? You working?
Super stoked.
Working more?
I have to jump on an AMA. So today, is just like
content day.
Very packed.
Your favorite thing?
It's kind of like
favorite thing as a founder and developer is content, right?
Yeah, we are. By the way, we are. I can chill here. I don't want to move people from here, but we are doing Neo Tokyo AMA. So we
move
are
them. Please move
joining
them.
Neo
all for the
Tokyo as
channel.
well. So
Nice.
some Alpha here. So yeah, guys, thanks for having me. My pleasure. And
Yeah,
super
thanks for
Good
joining.
luck
stoked for
in
the
the
future.
AMA with Neo Tokyo. Work with some of those guys. Fun group, hard workers, just like you guys.
100%.
Thank you. Thank you,
I will
guys.
see you later, Euler. Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
peace.
See you.
All right,
Cool.
you got it?
Yeah, I got
here
it.
we go. Okay. Yes, turn that audio up.
Life without games is boring and dull. But one day, a game comes along that changes everything.
Just like the
It brings out
simplest
the competitive spirit in you
funny game.
Yeah.
and teaches
Oh
never,
man,
never, never give up.
is that his voice or is he using AI? I can't tell because I don't know him.
I know it's hard to tell. I think it's his voice though. But he's got a very he just keeps dying.
Edit. And then the classic royalty-free outro.
Exactly, yeah. Dude, pretty funny.
That's funny. People are really going for it. I love that.
I know. I thought he deserved a shout out. And it's like, like it's not an easy game to get like very entertaining like video content out of. You know what I mean?
It's
like
true.
Like there are certain games that play very well to the entertainment side of content, and then there's other games that cater to the educational side.
And it has nothing to do with how fun the game is. That's the funny thing. It's just the way.
Oh yeah,
it's the type of game, just the layout. Like just some creators find like different ways to interact with it. Like
100%.
Games like this, I feel like are very much like, I think like here's how you do fishing. They just introduced it.
Yeah,
some,
very
like,
educational.
Some hot tips on like things you didn't know about fishing, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Systems.
I mean, most MMOs, right? Like World of Warcraft is not a good content game.
No,
right?
people tried. I don't know if you watched like I used to do Arena pretty hardcore, and you try to make content with Arena, you have to put like a really intense metal song, and you're just kind of jumping around, like you know.
For sure.
If you don't like, I think it's good content for games if the person doesn't need to understand the game fully to know what's going on too, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, when you see a shooter, you know what's going on. It's just like they're running around.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, like any like esports, like League of Legends, like to really get into League of Legends esports, you gotta play the game. You know what I mean?
Even when
like,
you do, you have to slow down the video to know how that team battle broke down, because
totally
it happens like what feels like a 5-minute thought out thing happens in 10 seconds. What?
Yeah,
Like,
there's so much strategy happening in the span of a breath.
Yeah, I've been playing a long time, and for League at least, and then when I watch Worlds, I'm just like, yeah, I haven't been playing enough.
Like, what is going on here?
Have you been playing the classic relaunch on anniversary servers?
Not yet, man. No.
Okay, join us. I have a couple people from Web3 in our guild.
I'm so down. Yeah, I need some therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's literally the name of the guild, therapy. We're on Night Slayer PvP.
Okay, Night Slayer PvP. Cool. Yeah,
Alliance. Sorry, Alliance. I'm sorry.
Oh, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off the stream now. Have a good day, my friend.
Listen, we have people who came who are original Horde, but they bit the bullet and they're having a great time.
No, I'll join. I don't care. That's funny.
Right.
Yeah, I'm always Horde though. But honestly, like I just picked up War Within just to like test it out and see what's good. I always have to at least at least for like a week.
I tried.
I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try Alliance, and it's all right. It's okay.
It's tough. It's just not the same. It just feels very the retail feels very, what do you call it? Hyper, like dopamine, like just everything's instant. You already feel like you're god tier at level 10. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I can already just take on 10 mobs. Like I have a mount. Like I'm just so confused.
And you're only at level 10 for like 30 seconds, and then you're at level 20.
Yeah, and then you're just 20. And you're level 20. Like I get it probably works for where the game is at now, but no, if you're an OG player, classic is where you have to live, and that's all there is to it. I don't know if it's debatable, but unless you're a competitive mythic raider, sure, but who has time?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right. Well, then
Cool.
why don't we we'll meet up tonight in Azeroth and chat more about it
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
after hours.
Yeah, let's do it. Sounds good. Cool, man. This was super fun. That was fun to have him on here. And yeah, I look forward to the next one. Should be 2 weeks from now or so with Planet X. That'll be dope. They're about to have like their first, I think one of their first like really big kind of public play tests, if you will.
Awesome.
And I know they got a lot of fun Christmas stuff planned. So we'll be able to highlight a lot of that. And I'm sure the gameplay content for that will be, I'll have a lot more to kind of pick through as well and highlight on this stream. So that'll be a good time.
No, likewise. Yeah. So I guess we'll see everyone in 2 weeks. Amber, you're going to be here again?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it
Founder of
should
Smoke.
be me. It should be me. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it to these. If it's not me, you're going to have another great Smoke teammate.
Oh, it's got to be you, or else I don't want the smoke.
Dang, man. All right.
That's your catch line now. You know, you can.
I'm
you can
committed.
run with it.
I know. Totally.
Nothing
But yeah,
changes,
and
man.
like, last quick shout out for anybody
Yeah.
watching. If you're a creator or aspiring creator or want to just try your hand at content creation, definitely come and join Smoke. You can hop in our Discord. We've
What's
got
the link?
over,
Type me the link. I'll share the banner. On the
yeah,
episode.
it's discord.gg/smok3. Yeah, we've got Zeeverse, $20,000 worth of token rewards for Zeeverse right now going out for people making content. Fun thing is that everyone gets paid. How much you get paid depends on how well your content does and how much content you make. So everybody has a chance to stay competitive, even if you're a small account. We just had a content creator in one of our last campaigns for Kamon, which is actually now an Arbitrum game as well, which I'm stoked about. Yeah. This creator has like 8,000 Twitter followers and made like $6 grand in the campaign. It was epic. So there's opportunity enough for everybody, and there's a bunch of other campaigns happening right now too. So hop in. You can also participate directly from the Zeeverse server as well. But yeah, we'd love to have you.
Is there a bot in there or something?
Yeah, it's the Smoke Discord bot. Yeah, so
Nice.
you
It's a
just
good way to
verify
do
your
it.
account
Easy
and
across all the Discords.
yep,
I'm gonna steal that
so
idea
cool.
at some point. So discord.gg.
Yeah, discord.gg/smoke. Yeah, SMOK3.
SMOK3. I mean, I always put the E and then the 3, and I'm just like, bruh.
Yeah. I wish I could get the SMOKE.com
No, it's okay.
domain.
That's probably some cigarette quitting
I know.
outline or something.
And it's also like extremely expensive. So
No, the
maybe
whole
one day.
putting numbers in like brand names these days is actually like an intentional branding thing that works now. So
For sure. I mean,
it's
it works for us.
It's the right time to not be able to get certain names.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Eli. This is super fun. I look forward to
Awesome.
next time.
All right, we'll chat.
Yeah. Talk soon.
All right, see you guys
Bye, Arbitrum.
later.